Pretty hard not to be impressed with this absolutely beautiful city here, Cape Town, South Africa. A huge field of women, very cold water, down to just one lap, 750 meters. Water temperature down about 11 degrees, and so the athletes will be doing just one lap. Lucy Hall, not a big surprise, the phenomenal British swimmer, really taking the pace out. Her and Caroline Ruche from Spain continuing to push the pace. In fact, it will be Ruche out of the water first, Gruff right into that bunch, and Helen Jenkins sitting very high up in the bunch. So you see Ruche taking off to get started on this 8-lap, 40-kilometer bike ride. Katie Hersey, the young U.S. athlete, making it just off the backside of this lead group. You can see right there a group of about 10 or 11 women now starting to pull away. They've got a little bit of a gap onto the chase bunch, but a crash would take Katie Hersey out of the race for the second consecutive WTS race. So the talented American would not be able to get back into the event, and a group of 12 women, missing a few of the big names, Gwen Jorgensen, Emma Moffat, Emma Jackson, and Annie Haug, not in that lead group. But 4 British women, along with 2 of the Spaniards, would start to pull away. In fact, over the 40 kilometers, they would take it up to almost 2+ minutes. Sarah Gruff in a great position as they got ready to come off the bike and the 10-kilometer run. And by the time they got finished back to the blue carpet, in fact, it would be 2 minutes and about 17 seconds, the gap back to the chase group. Jenkins would see whether or not she had the potential to be on the podium for the second consecutive time. You'd have to think that Jodie Stimpson would be in a great position coming off the bike, getting ready to head out onto the 4-lap, 10-kilometer run, and Stimpson would go into the lead immediately. Vicky Holland would try to go after her, and in a very short order, you would see Stimpson start to pull away from the field, and only Helen Jenkins having the ability to go after her. In fact, she ran into the lead, and the 2 women would battle back and forth, lead changes 2 or 3 times. Sarah Gruff would sit in 3rd place for the majority of the 10-kilometer run, but the fastest run of the day, unbelievably, would be Gwen Jorgensen, who would run through virtually everyone on the field. She would have a 32:46 10K run, but it would not be enough as Jodie Stimpson timed her sprint to the finish absolutely to perfection, her second consecutive win. Jenkins would move from 3rd at Auckland up to 2nd in Cape Town, showing that she would be an athlete to look out for the rest of the season. And Gwen Jorgensen would show unbelievable magic, one of the best runs we have ever seen, 32:46 to finish 3rd across the line. You can only imagine what would have happened had she come off the bike close to those leaders. But the day would belong to Stimpson, who absolutely tore the field apart with a solid swim bike run.
When Helen passed me, it was just all about trying to hang on. I was going through a bad bit. I had stitch, and I was just like, come on, just hold on to Helen. I mean, running behind Helen, I mean, you can't complain. And then I just give it all. I tried to break her on going on to the last lap, and I couldn't. So then I sat back behind, and then I just gave it all I'd got, and yeah, managed to come out on top today.